Welcome to Gators Daily. My name is John Ingham. We are presented by Fan Arch. We're talking Gators football every day. I've talked about him a little bit. Everyone knows about him. Jaden Baugh. That's the focus of today. Why he stayed, who he is, the connection to Buster Faulkner that some of you know about, some of us don't know about. But who is he? Who is our best player? Is he the best running back in the country? Jeremiah Love went third in the draft this weekend. Can he go top 5 in the draft? Could he go first round in the draft? Is he that good? If he's going that high, that means he had a really good season for us. But a couple other things we talked about, Buster Faulkner and his offense yesterday. Feel free to watch that. Talks a little bit about how Baugh is going to get involved. That Baugh is going to get involved. Run first kind of guy. And then the recruiting trail has been hot. We have been really hot. Now top 10 nationally in the 2027 recruiting class. It's April. We had one recruit heading into this month. We have 10 now on the board committed for next season, not this coming season. So we're going to dive into that tomorrow. But Jaden Baugh, who is he? What type of player is he? Is he the best player? Is he the best running back in the country? He's certainly one of them. He's different. There's people that report he'll leave his phone in his dorm the whole day. He doesn't carry his phone around everywhere. He's not attracted to his phone. He's a different kind of guy. Like, I get that. I appreciate that Summerall called him out a little bit for his leadership, for him working in the weight room. But he's a good dude, and he was shown by Summerall that Summerall cared about him on Christmas Eve, right when Summerall got the job. It was Christmas Eve, and Summerall visited Baugh and said, hey, this is the type of program we're going to run. This is the culture we're going to run. Do you want to be a part of it? I care about you as a human. And then on top of that, the same meeting he had with all of the players, all the guys on whether or not they wanted to come back, this is going to be a tough physical program. This is how we're going to run it. This is what we're going to do. If you don't want to be a part of that, if you don't want to be held accountable, you can leave. And we were 4-8. He just had a massive game against Florida State. Stock is as high as it's ever going to be. He could have transferred. He could have gone to Texas. He could have gone to Ohio State. He could have gone to any of the best schools. He could have gone to Georgia, as horrible as that would have been. But he didn't. He decided to stay. He decided to remain a Gator. I like that. I like that he wants to fight for the logo. And excited to see some guys compete with him. Duke Clark, London Montgomery, Evan Pryor, these running backs that are coming in that are also playing some good ball in the spring, that are showing glimpses in the spring. Can he be a mentor to them? Can he lead them? We can't have Baugh having 38 carries a game, 36 carries a game like he did against Florida State. 18, 20, couple catches. Hopefully he's averaging 5, 6, 7 yards a carry. That would be fantastic. We're spreading the ball out. We've got 3 receivers on one side, and then you hand the ball off to Baugh up the middle because the defense is spread out. I can see him getting a lot of run plays like that. Also, some 2 tight end sets. Are we going to play with a fullback? Are we going to play with 2 running backs? Who's he going to be able to run behind? I'm excited to see that. I'm comfortable about that. But he has said, and he's quoted, team success is everything to me. If those guys come in and it's their time to shine, I have no problem with that. Love that. That's character. He's a Gator more than he is Jaden Baugh. I love that. I hope he puts in the work. I hope he takes Summerall's coaching. He seems like the kind of guy that has that character. He seems like the kind of guy that's going to lean into that and be a part of that and be excited about the opportunity to get better. So everything points to him being great. Obviously, 2 years ago when he was a freshman and Lagaway was a freshman, the starter got hurt. I can't remember who that was exactly right now, but the starter got hurt, and he went in, and it was in spite of Billy Napier. Napier didn't want to play him, but he had to, and he just took over. Last year when he was healthy, he played really well. We didn't give him the ball enough. We were behind in a lot of games, and then the Florida State game, just give him the ball, and we did. Give Baugh the ball. It was just that easy. We should have been doing it all season last season. We might have had a better season. So we know how talented he is. We know how good of a running back he is, but shows you the type of person he is, that he's committed to Summerall. He appreciated the gestures Summerall went to. He's ready to be a leader on this team. Those are intangibles. Those are qualities that not every great running back has. So not only do I think he's great for us on the field, I think he's also great for us off the field. I think he's becoming a captain. I think the leadership, he's stepping into that role. He's not a hype merchant. He's not searching for that. So whatever you get from him is honest. He's not chasing the spotlight. He's not saying things for the sake of it. The team comes first, and he means that. And so when you have a player-led program like Summerall likes to have, you need to have players that are willing to lead. You need to have players that are stepping into that role. And that's the next step for him. We know he's a talented running back. Can he step up? And that's what makes Florida teams great. Can they step up? Can they have players that lead them into being great? And I think he's stepping into that role. It seems like he's stepping into that role. And then another cool thing that I did not know about until these last couple months, I guess since Faulkner got hired, is that Faulkner recruited him out of high school. While Faulkner was at Georgia Tech, he wanted Baugh to come run at Georgia Tech. He was ready. He's like, my offense is perfect for you. You should come play running back for me. I'll build my offense for you. You would fit really great in my offense, whatever reason it was. Another reason I'm excited about Faulkner. And Baugh said him being here is like it's meant to be. It's like it's meant to be because he's been recruited by him. He obviously had a nice connection with him if he's positive about it. It's not like a bad recruiting connection. We've heard of those. You're obviously not going to that school, and then that coach comes in and gets hired at your school. That would be horrible. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited that Faulkner has a connection with him, and we know that Aaron Philo obviously has a connection with Faulkner because he played at Georgia Tech, but Baugh does too. Baugh is comfortable with him. Baugh's talked to him. Baugh's talked to him about who he is as a running back, about where he wants his career to be, those conversations that recruits have about where you want to go, just like you would in any job interview or job offer that you're talking about. So this alignment, these subtle bits of alignment of our roster are going to make it easier for us to transition into a brand new program this year. So it's all those little things. It's not that Baugh knows Faulkner's offense, but Baugh's going to be comfortable with what Faulkner has to say because he's going to be saying the same things that he said 3 years ago when he was recruiting him. So I like that. Little pieces, little tidbits, little things that are going to make the transition from a horribly run program to a seemingly well-run program, not getting wins. I mean, we were trying to go from 4-8 to 8-4. And as this summer goes on, I'm going to get more and more bold about our predictions. Everyone tells me, oh, everyone else in the SEC is getting better. I don't see it. I don't see everyone else getting better. But I see us getting better. I'm excited about that. We'll talk about that as the season comes closer. But I mean, Faulkner, get the ball in his hands as many ways as you can. He's our guy. You've got all these speed demons on the wide that can distract, that can add outlets, that can cover, open up the field deep. And then Baugh's going to have all this room, So 33, he had like 2 catches a game, 33 catches last year for 210 yards. I've already seen him in the Wildcat in the spring. He played a little bit of QB in high school. So I'm excited. I'm excited about him. I'm excited at the fact that the offensive coordinator we hired has a relationship and knows the best player that we have on our roster. So that's another reason to be excited about Baugh. Another little tidbit that's fun going into next season. And then he's clearly going to be our workhorse. He's clearly going to be everything. Hopefully not 38 carries like he did against FSU. Hopefully he's getting 15 to 20 carries a game. He's getting 100, 125 yards a game. On 15 to 20 carries, you're talking 7.5, 8 yards a carry. So that's a lot, he's probably going to be closer to 5 or 6, but maybe even 4. But if he can get to 5 or 6, if he can get to 7 yards a carry, that's going to open up our offense so much. We're going to have a lot of wins. We're going to be a really successful team. And the offensive line, we've been talking about the offensive line a lot. It depends on them a lot as well. But he's 6'1", 228, I think is what he's listed as. Runs like he's 20 pounds lighter. But is tackled like he's 20 pounds heavier. I mean, they love the way he looks. He's shifty. He's patient. Love his running style. He also stays pretty healthy, knock on wood. He carried the load. Multiple 20-plus carry games. I do not want that next year. I think if he gets multiple 20-plus carry games, we're in trouble, especially at the beginning of the year. I think we can rely on him, but can we leave him with 12 or 15 carries going into the fourth quarter? So if we need him in the fourth quarter, we can lean on him, But if he has 25 carries going into the fourth quarter, hopefully you're way ahead. Hopefully something went right. But hopefully he's bigger. Hopefully he's stronger. Hopefully he's faster. Hopefully he's even more healthy, The new staff, getting in the weight room all the time, asking him to commit, talking about the presence of physicality in the weight room didn't exist. Now it does. That's going to improve. Everyone's going to improve because of that. Everyone that's coming back is going to be better because of the weight room shift, because of physicality shift. And Jaden Baugh's no exception. He's going to be a lot better. Give Baugh the ball. That's going to be my slogan all year on offense. Give Baugh the ball. We're not going to do that. We're going to spread it out. He's going to pass the ball. He's going to lean on the quarterback to make decisions, to find open players. We have a ton of great players, so we shouldn't give it to Baugh every time. But he is going to be the focus of our offense, as he should be. He should be the focus of our offense. He should be the way we play. And with Summerall style defense, with a physical defense, with a physical play style, running the ball goes with that. So I'm excited that Baugh fits that. I'm excited that we have, if we had lost Baugh, we have so many more questions going in, but we have our best player returning. Our player that's responsible for the most of our production last year is coming back. And he's coming back and he's going to be better. And he's coming back and he's committed to being a Gator. So let him be the workhorse. I'm very excited. And then just the last little point on the culture. I mean, how he stayed, how Summerall, new coach, got him from a 4-8 team to stay at Florida and be the running back at Florida and trust that the program's going to be new. He's probably going pro after this year. So one more season, and he's like, yeah, I'll stay at Florida. They're building a culture. I appreciate what they did. Summerall visiting him on Christmas Eve to say, hey, this is where we stand. This is who I am. I want you to come back and play football for Florida. That's a big deal, you know? Usually he's leaving. Usually he's getting a payday. But he didn't. He stayed. So the head coach flying across the country on Christmas Eve to get him to stay, taking his family with him. I mean, Summerall went out of his way to go find Baugh and to answer that question, to keep our best player, a player you can build your offense, your team around, keep him in the locker room, keep him on campus. That's a big deal. So that's exciting. He wasn't recruiting. He's expressing culture. I mean, building a culture, building a program, and keeping the best guy from the previous year and selling him on it immediately. Baugh doesn't even have to talk to the other guys on the team. But if he's bought in, the other guys are going to be bought in as well. So I'm excited about that. It's not an NIL thing, even though I'm sure we paid him. But we kept him by showing up. We kept him by Summerall being Summerall. We kept him by proving to him that we're the best place for him to go to the NFL. We're the best place for him next year. And he's going to be great for us. I mean, he's going to run the ball a lot. He's going to get in the end zone a lot. And with Faulkner's efficiency in the end zone, in the red zone, I'm excited to see how Jaden Baugh is a part of that. Is he running out and catching the balls out of the backfield? Is he running forward, going wide? Is he getting the ball as a running back in the backfield? Are we going to do wildcat in the red zone? I'm just excited to see Faulkner's creativity with Baugh specifically. And this channel's been 3 weeks old. And I appreciate those of you who are here helping me get better, listening, liking, commenting, subscribing. I haven't talked about Baugh enough. Baugh is going under the radar because we take him for granted. He's the best player. He is our best player, but not taken for granted at all. He's the key. We're going to love having him. He's going to fit really well into this offense. And Faulkner's excited about having him. And not just because he had a great year, not just because he's shown up at Florida, but because Faulkner knew who he was before then. So it's all looking good. It's looking good for the running back room, a place we don't have any questions, a player we don't have any questions about. Can he continue to be the leader that he's shown to be this spring? We'll see. Can he make things happen? I'm sure. So thanks for watching. Gators Daily. I'm John Ingham. Talk to you soon.